Good morning. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Yeah, today's Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody's week has been amazing. I know I've had a great week so far, and we're in the middle. Hump day. Wednesday is the hump day. So welcome. Yeah, it's been a crazy few days. The shows are doing amazing. Actually, Michelle's picking up some really good traction. Good morning, Lang. How are you? Good to see you again. I hope everybody's week's been going well. We've just been having such a blast this week. We actually got invited. Both Michelle and myself got invited onto an internet TV show that's called Network 365. TV, and we actually got invited, and we're actually doing the recording tomorrow. They're actually interviewing both Michelle and myself for what we do. So we're actually recording that tomorrow, yeah, and it's going to be for a future broadcast. So as soon as we find out when that's going to be broadcasted, we'll let everybody know. It's definitely a new thing that's kind of coming up that we've never experienced before. So I'm really looking forward to it. And again, on Friday, I'm doing the... Good morning, Shah. How are you? Good to have you. I'm doing co-hosting the Straight Talk show with Grant Browning on Carib101.com this Friday. It's going to be from 1 till 2. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And then on Monday, start my own show, 1 hour. So make sure you tune in for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. Beautiful. So... we're going to get started right here. Thank you once again, everybody, for jumping on with me at 8:30 in the morning. It's always great to see the familiar faces here. You know, I really truly feel that we're building a little Facebook Live family here. So, you know, I'm some of you I already know, but there's other people I'm getting to know and understanding about you. So, you know, just seeing you on here every day just really gives me a lot of encouragement. That you're getting something out of this. So, you know, it's great to see those familiar faces. But also we want to attract new people within your organization, outside of your organization, people in your Facebook group. So I'm just going to encourage you right now, at the bottom where it says comment, there's a little button with a person with an arrow. If you just go ahead, click that and share this public now, then we get this message out to a lot of other people, maybe somebody who's looking for a breakthrough in their life. You know, I always believe in paying it forward and delivering value. And if you're one of the people who kind of gets over there to share that to somebody else, and that's great. Shah, 7:30 here. Wow. So Shah, I believe Shah's in Winnipeg, if I'm correct. 7:30, you're up. I gotta thank you. That's commitment. I'm so proud of you. Well done. I think I get up at 7:30. I think that's early, but for you to get up to listen to this, wow, that's crazy. Thank you so much. Again, my name is Brandon Vidalinga. For those of you catching me on the replay who've never heard of me before, my name is Brandon Vidalinga, or Brandon the, just to shorten it down. And I am your breakthrough partner, and this is Success Bites. I look to help you with mindset and training within the relationship market, and just being an entrepreneur. You know, everybody can teach you how to do the standard things every day. It's the semantics of the everyday. Okay, do this. What I like to really reach on is the mindset behind how to do those, why you should do those, because you know, so many people in life nowadays tell people how to do it, but they don't explain to people why they should do it. And when you don't have any reason why you should do something, it's harder to do it. But you have to realize your reason why, not their reason why. So this is what I really like to focus on. So the topic of today is focus and consistency. Okay? These are the two things that you need to possess in order to be an entrepreneur. You absolutely need to possess these two factors in order to have any measure of success within the relationship marketing business, or being an entrepreneur, or running a business, or whatever it may be. You need focus and consistency. Without these two ingredients, you might as well just give up, okay? Because again, we've spoken about it before, studying most of the successful people in history, some of the things that they really, really possess that really made it happen is that focus and consistency, to have a laser focus on what it is that they wanted to achieve on an achieved goal, and having the consistency to consistently do that thing every single day to bring about that success, or do whatever it was to bring about that success. The problem with most people is that we don't focus too well on things. And that's the reality. We don't focus too well on things. We have short bursts of focus. So we tend to focus on something for about a week. When we partner up with something, at the beginning, there's like a 1 week focus or a 2 week focus, and we're like, yes, or we get motivated, we go to an event, or we hear a podcast, or we get into a conference call, whatever it may be. And we jump onto that and we get very, very excited. And we're like, okay, I'm going to go for it now. So we go out, we head out for it, try and make it happen. And then life gets in the way. When life gets in the way, situations happen, we're not getting the results that we want. And then we start losing focus. And then we start to go off path. And as I said, I've said before that the moment you take a 1 degree diversion off that path, as you keep on walking down that path, what happens is that you find yourself so far away from the original path that you were supposed to be on that you're not getting any type of result that you're looking for. Okay? When we don't get that, we get discouraged. And when we get discouraged, we start to lose our excitement for it. So we get discouraged and we get off path and we're like, this is not working, should I really do this? And we start doubting ourselves, can we do it? Absolutely. But when you're not focused and you're not consistent, you're not getting the results, you're going to get discouraged. You're going to question yourself. Now, one of the situations with humans, one of the worst human conditions is to have somebody confirm a doubt about you that you already have about you. So if you turn around and say, okay, I'm excited about this product or this service, I believe I can do it. I believe I can do it because, wow, this is great. Somebody gave you some belief, or you have some belief in your stuff. Like, I know some people like that. And then you talk to your friends or your relatives or to somebody else, doesn't matter who it is, and they turn around and say, look, you have this little doubt in your head that, you're trying it and it's not really working too well. And you're like, I'm not sure if I'm really cut out for this. And then somebody turns around to you and says, you know what? I don't really think you're cut out for this. Those are meant for different types of people. And, you're not really that type of person. You're the homely person, or you're a 9-to-5 person. And then you already had that little seed in your head already. They just chucked a bucket of fertilizer, Miracle-Gro and everything on it for it to set itself in stone, to be like, you know what, you're probably right. I'm not that type of person. Let me tell you, everybody is that type of person if you want it to be. But the key to it is focus and consistency. Okay, so the number one thing to getting results, it really is the number one thing to getting results, okay? There's certain things you can and you can't control. When you're in business as an entrepreneur, you cannot control whether somebody likes your product or doesn't like your product, whether somebody's going to show up to an appointment or not, whether somebody's going to answer their phone or not, whether somebody's going to consistently buy or not. There are so many factors that you cannot control. Now, I've heard it said that we live in a microwave society, that we want everything now. One thing that we've learned being entrepreneurs is that nothing happens overnight. And anybody who tells you that, yes, it's going to happen overnight, it's just don't trust them. Things don't happen overnight. It takes focus and consistency. You have to continually do something. First of all, it's going to hone your skills and you're going to get so much better at it, okay? But when we live in this microwave society where we're thinking to ourselves, I want this now. Okay, and we get these get-rich-quick schemes and stuff like that, and it just doesn't work. And we think, oh no, this doesn't work. That's it. Game over. Industry's terrible. You know, I'm not cut out for it. No, it's because you wanted something like that. You just wanted to put it in the microwave, have the ding, press a button, have the ding, and that's it. You're a success. It's not going to happen that way. What we need to do is to have the long haul mentality. When I say have the long haul mentality, it's thinking about this, I'm in this for the long term. You don't get into a job, go for an interview. You don't go job hunting, searching for it, setting out your resume. You find somebody, call somebody, get your resume into there, get an interview, go through everything you have to go through in order to get a job for you to say, I'm going to try this out for a couple of weeks. If I don't like it, I'm going to bounce. I'm out. You don't do that. You go in and you do all of that because when you get that job, you are truly expecting, having the long haul mentality. Okay, I've got to get through this. But what's the first thing that you think about? They're going to take me through an induction program where I learn how to do everything. Even though I may know how to do certain things, but I need to learn how they do it. So you understand that there's a learning period. And however long that learning period is, sometimes, I got a job with a particular communications company, and there was a 3-month training program. The training program alone was 3 months. Okay, so half of that time, 1.5 months was taken up in class, just learning. In class, sitting with a bunch of people, just learning stuff. Okay, so I was doing that. Then there was the outside practical stuff for 1.5 months. When you're going to jobs and you have to go through something like that and you understand that I need to learn how to do this, and I went through 3 months and understood that I had to do this in order to be able to become successful for the long-term goal. And I was like, I'm investing in my future by doing this training. I'm going to give myself the best chance by going through this training. Yeah, we partner up with a relationship marketing company, and if we don't see that success, that crazy success, within 2 weeks, we're checked out. We're like, oh, I'm not cut out for this. This is not going to work, okay? No, invest your time for the long term. Okay, when you invest your time for the long term, you understand that there's seasons in business, okay? Please understand there's seasons in business. There's a time to plant. There's a time to cultivate. There's a time to harvest. And there's a time for play, okay? When you understand that there's seasons in your business and there's a time to plant and a time to harvest and a time to cultivate and a time to play, then you understand I'm in this for the long haul. I understand that I can't plant a seed now and expect to see results in 1 month time because there's so many factors that we can't control. You know what you can control? What you can control is your focus and your consistency, to consistently do something for a long period of time. Let me explain to you. When you consistently do an action, it may not show up at that time because it may not be that season. But if you consistently go out and you consistently do the focus activity of planting seeds, trust me, it is absolutely impossible for the time to come when you will not reap the harvest. The harvest will come if you focus and you understand that there's seasons and you understand I have to consistently be out there planting seeds. The harvest will come. And when it comes, you will be so happy and you'll be like, my hard work paid off. Yes, hard work paid off because it can make you an absolute fortune. But it takes hard work. So many times we're in a part-time mentality, but it's not even a part-time mentality, it's a sometime mentality. When you have that sometime mentality, game over, it's not going to happen. Don't expect it to happen. You have to keep that consistency. Set your hours. You know what time you've got to go to work every day. And for 40 years of your life or however long you plan to be in that job, you're going to be there, regardless whether you want to, whether you don't want to, whether it's birthdays, whether it's vacations, no matter what, you have to be there. So why don't you put the same amount of time and effort and focus and consistency into your personal business that can make you 4, 5, 6 times as much as you're making in your full-time job. Let me explain to you. I was working a full-time job in retail. Now, anybody who's worked in retail understands that retail hours is not good, okay? I had some really terrible retail hours, but I was working in retail. I had a minimum amount of time of free time. Now, I had a lot of family activities because it's a big family. So I still did some of those things, but I also sacrificed some of those family things in order to put the time in to whatever I could. But when I had that time that I had set aside for my business, I focused activity so hard that within a 10-month period of time, I had tripled my full-time income and fired my boss, which I gotta tell you is one of the most amazing experiences. You know, the smile still hasn't left my face, because after that, I've never had to work for anybody else. You know, coming close to 5 years, I've never had to work for anybody else because I focused my activity and I kept it going consistently. When you have that mindset of focus and consistency and understanding the seasons and going for the long term and not having a sometime mentality, it will change the face of your business. You can learn how to do things, but if you learn how to do things the right way, but you only do it for a week or two and you expect to see results, it's not going to happen. Okay, I'm here to be real with you guys because I want you to have success. I want you to understand. So if I could come up to each one of you and grab you and shake you and like, come on, I would do that. But this is the way I've chosen this medium to get to as many people as possible, to say, please, people, understand focus and consistency is the way to move forward. Guys, stop starting and stopping. When you pump a well, it takes a lot of hard work to get it going. But once you've got it going, when you see that water start to trickle, that's when you pump harder. But once you've got it and that water starts flowing, you keep it going. And once it's done, then you can pull back about 50% and it will still keep on coming. Okay? Guys, the word of the day, focus and consistency. I hope so much that you got some value from what you heard today. I appreciate each and every one of you. Please, there's somebody out there who needs this lesson. Go ahead, bottom where the comment section is, there's a share button. Please go ahead and share this because somebody needs to hear this. I hope that person first and foremost is you, but there's somebody else that needs to hear this message today, okay? So please go to my website. I have a free ebook for you. Spread that around. Free ebook that talks about the mindset of an entrepreneur and also guarding against the three negatives. So guys, I hope you benefit from this. BrandonV@me.com. I'll see you tomorrow at 8:30. Do something today to have an amazing, amazing day. And please think about this. Let it get into your system. Set your hours and set that consistency and focus. You guys, have a wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.